This car is a McLaren F1 high downforce. I'm Andrew Bagnall, and I'm lucky enough to have owned one of the most extraordinary cars for a little over 10 years. So this car has had a new front put on it with the high downforce kit. It has the permanent rear wing put onto it. It has larger wheels. It has different suspension. The motor's now up to close on 700 horsepower, and one of the most enjoyable things about driving this car is just the way the motor acts as a race car when you're on the road. It has almost no flywheel, so when you change gear, it changes gear with a snap like no other car on the planet. I think the downforce kit combined with the engine modifications turned it from a very comfortable, easy road-going car to a very taut quasi-racing machine for the road. It was an engine built specially for McLaren. It's a V12 engine, and it's just extraordinary. People obviously see this car, almost universally heads turn, you look, because it is something special. And I think that's one of the other real wonderful things about this car, is that people seem to intuitively recognise that this is something quite extraordinary, and it's not the normal sort of sports car. You can see a lot of Ferraris, you can see a lot of other forms of sports cars on the road. Putting a little bit of mileage on these cars is always a little difficult, because you want to drive them a little faster than generally you're supposed to. So we always try and drive it in back roads or somewhere for a brief sprint, just to open it up a little bit, but normally try and get it down to the racetrack every now and then, because then we can really open it up. Try and take it out about once a month. I've owned, raced, driven a lot of nice cars, and most of them pass on to someone else after a few years. But this car is so extraordinary, and I just love it so much every time I hop into it, that I would feel a real loss if I let it go. And I'm fortunate enough to be in a position to be able to hold it.